Hello everyone, my name is Ganesia Wahyuwidayat from the Mass Communication program at Venus University. Today I will be presenting our article titled Media Discourse on Grok's Role in Artificial Intelligence Based Deepfake Harassment Against Women. This article was prepared by myself and Kevin Nathanael Rahardjo under the supervision of Ms. Arleen Ariestyani. This research focuses on how online media news discussed and framed the controversy surrounding Grok, an artificial intelligence system integrated into the social media platform X, formerly known as Twitter. Artificial intelligence has transformed the way digital content is produced and distributed. While AI technologies provide many benefits, they also have created new opportunities for misuse. One of the most significant concerns is the emergence of deepfake technology, which allows users to generate realistic but manipulated images, videos, and other forms of content. In early 2026, Grok became the center of public controversy after users were reported to be generating and manipulating sexual images of women without consent. This incident sparked debates concerning artificial intelligence, platform responsibility, digital ethics, and gender based violence. The controversy received extensive coverage from major international news organizations. However, different media outlets appear to discuss the issues in different ways. Some emphasize technological risk and platform governance, while others focus on the experiences of victims and the broader issue of violence against women. This observation became the starting point of our research. The main objective of the study is to understand how online news media constructed discourse surrounding the Grok controversy and how those framing choices influence discussions regarding responsibility, harm, and regulation. To analyze media coverage, this research uses Robert Entman's framing theory. According to Entman, media framing can be understood through four elements. The first element is problem definition, which refers to how media define and describe an issue. The second element is casual interpretation, which identifies who or what is considered responsible for the problem. The third element is moral evaluation, which reflects the ethical judgment attached to the issue. The fourth element is treatment recommendation, which concerns the solutions or responses proposed by the media. These four framing elements provide a useful framework for understanding how different news organizations construct meaning around controversial issues. Previous studies have shown that deepfake technologies can cause serious social and physiological harm. Victims often experience humiliation, emotional distress, reputational damage, and privacy violations. Researchers have also argued that deepfake abuse disproportionately affects women and should be understood as a form of gender based digital violence rather than a simple technological issue. At the same time, discussions about artificial intelligence frequently focus on regulation, platform governance, and content moderation. While many studies have explored the impact of deepfakes, relatively few have examined how media outlets frame controversies, including specific AI systems such as Grok. This gap became the focus of our study. For the methodology, this research employed a qualitative framing analysis. We collected and analyzed 54 online news articles published between December 2025 and February 2026. The dataset included articles from major news organizations such as BBC, CNN, NBC, CNBC, CBS, Fox News, The Guardian, and US News and World Report. The articles were selected through purposive sampling. To be included in the study, articles needed to discuss Grok, deepfakes, AI-generated harassment, or non-consensual image generation. Articles that discussed Grok in unrelated contexts were excluded. Each article was examined using Entman's four framing dimensions, which were problem definition, casual interpretation, moral evaluation, and treatment recommendation. The findings revealed several important patterns. First, regarding the problem definition, most news outlets agreed that the controversy represented a serious social issue. However, they differed in how they characterized the problem. BBC, CNN, NBC, CNBC, and The Guardian generally framed the issue as a digital safety and governance crisis. These outlets emphasized the dangers posed by insufficient safeguards and weak content moderation systems. Meanwhile, The Guardian placed greater emphasis on gender-based violence and portrayed the controversy as an extension of misogyny and online abuse directed towards women. Other outlets focus more heavily on technological and legal concerns. As a result, audiences could interpret the controversy in different ways depending on which media source they consumed. The second major finding concerns attribution of responsibility. Most media outlets did not blame only the individual users who generate harmful content. Instead, responsibility was distributed across multiple actors. These included artificial intelligence developers, platform owners, moderation systems, technology companies, online communities, and government regulators. Some outlets emphasized failure in platform governance and content moderation. Others focused on broader institutional and regulatory shortcomings. This demonstrates how media framing influences public understanding of accountability. The third finding concerns moral evaluation. Across nearly all outlets, deepfake harassment was portrayed as harmful, unethical, and socially dangerous. Many reports highlighted emotional distress, identity violations, humiliation, and reputational harm experienced by victims. However, the degree of emphasis varied. The Guardian provided extensive attention to the experiences of victims and the general nature of abuse. Other outlets placed greater focus on governance challenges and legal implications. These differences influence whether audiences viewed the issue primarily through the perspective of victims or through the perspective of regulation and technology. The fourth finding concerns treatment recommendations. Most news outlets argued that stronger action was necessary. Common recommendations included stronger platform accountability, improved content moderation systems, additional safeguards for AI technologies, and more comprehensive regulation. Some publications call for broader cooperation between governments and technology companies. Others emphasize the importance of digital literacy and cultural change in addressing online abuse. Taken together, these findings demonstrate that media discourse does more than simply report events. Media actively shape public understanding of technological risk, social harms, and institutional responsibility. In conclusion, this study shows that online news media constructed the Grok controversy through different framing strategies. Although most media outlets agree that deepfake harassment is a serious issue, they differed in how they defined the problem, assigned responsibility, evaluated harm, and proposed solutions. The finding also revealed a broader shift in media coverage. Early reporting often focused on victims and the personal consequences of deepfake abuse. Over time, the discussions increasingly shifted towards governance, regulation, and platform accountability. Ultimately, this research demonstrates that media framing plays an important role in shaping how society understands artificial intelligence, gender based violence, and technological responsibility. As AI technologies continue to evolve, these discussions will become increasingly important for policymakers, technology companies, journalists, and society as a whole. Thank you very much for your attention.